It's time for some FACEIT League. We got some expert division going on here today. A little T3 action. Taking a look at a couple teams we haven't had on nearly enough. We got Eryon taking on alternate Pytel. Eryon is the academy team of Arius. Pytel just recently getting picked up by the alternate umbrella, by the alternate organization here quite recently. Well, I mean, within the past few weeks. Right before the last time we had him on stream, as a matter of fact. It was week 3. I was reviewing that match. You know, just making sure I'm getting the history right. Make sure I'm getting the details right. Got to come correct here. These teams deserve it. These teams deserve to have their story told properly. With all that said, I actually don't know a whole lot about this Eryon squad. I know Galwin comes from Deja Vu. What I'm curious of is how much of this roster carried over. That's what I'm really curious about. They actually played Pytel. First look at this roster, I was like, I'm not recognizing many other names. And now that we're actually delving into the rabbit hole, don't look like there's anybody carrying over, at least as far as starters. And what's showing here, right? Like, what's showing on this screen may not necessarily be their starters. Like, Alt Pytel, they have Days Riox, you know, listed here. I believe Days Riox is a sub, right? Kolda, you know, the still part of the original Czech core of Groka, Kados, and Kolda is, well, at least started last time we had him on in week 3. This Pytel roster feels like it's been the same exact roster since the start of season 3. Lot of synergy built into this roster. They do like to play some different stuff. I mean, very much drawn towards Rhine comps. They do love their Rhine. Cheeseburger does play some fun stuff. He's a flex DPS player here for this squad. You know, we've seen play a lot of Torb and Farah basically in the last time we've had him on, and I feel like the past few times that we've had Pytel on, we've seen, you know, a bit of the Torb, Farah, kind of that kind of stuff, right? When it comes to flex DPS, as opposed to, like, you know, Tracer, Genji. Groka and Kados have been playing together for like 4 years. And this team, although Pytel only shows as being in the seasons 3 and 4, actually had an all-Czech team called Bohemia Prime. So they've actually been competing since season 1. They just formed a new squad going into season 3. Picked up Cheeseburger at the start of season 3, who played on an open division team that actually were the champions of season 2 EMEA open division. Funny enough, Groka and Kados were the coaches of that Strix team. And so they snagged Cheeseburger, who's been a mainstay, a fixture on this Groka roster ever since. Well, you know, season 3, they're 9-5. It's enough to make playoffs. They actually had a fairly impressive season 3. Looking to match that here. So they've already got one more loss on the board than they did then. I feel like they have faced a lot of very hard opponents already. Like Super Shy, Meatron, Negative Mental, Potofu, and then Eryon here today. So it's been a pretty rough schedule here. We are getting into some picks and bans here. Of course, being expert division, that's all done at the top of the series. It'll just alternate left to right. So team on the left-hand side, in this case, Eryon, gets first pick. Pytel gets first ban. And they just alternate till map 5. Hero bans will all be done here at the top of the series as well. And you can see we got Nepal banned out here from map 1. Lijiang Tower, chosen by Eryon. We're getting loaded in here. Torben has banned out here from map number 1. Let me make sure I get in game. I'll get everything all set. Yeah, we are loading in. Let's get ready. Let's get into it. It's time. It is time. All right, let's get these bands plugged in while they're assembling heroes. So again, that was a Nepal ban out of Pytel with Eryon picking Lijiang Tower. We had Pytel banning out the Hazard and Eryon banning out the Torp. So very specifically attacking Cheeseburger here. Spoilers, we're going to get a lot of Torb banned out here throughout this day. Oh, short range teleport. Oh, a dangerous boop right out of the gate, but Cheeseburger and Katos are both able to get back on solid ground. But it's Barry Allen and Eryon who come in with first blood. In fact, first couple of kills going over to the Tracer. Rocking the comic book skin, one of my favorite skins in the whole game. I actually really love the sprays that came with this. Wolf, what's up, my friend? 32 months in a row. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the tier 1. Thank you, thank you. Oh, barely. I was trying to do a little flanky flank. The entirety of Pytel shows up. Teleport right onto the point, but Ye gets Katos. Kato's struggling to stay in these fights early. Rex are able to spin to win here on the point. And Groka's looking a little bit surrounded right now. See nothing but red outlines here. It's Eryon maintaining control. 35% in count. Maddie's proof? Trust me. Groka trying to fend off the rest of the team while, well, you know, they take care of the ball. I mean, they should do so. By the way, no Colda in right now. We do have Days Reox in on the Soj at the moment. So, you know, I was talking about how Days was pretty much a sub for the team where we hadn't seen Days play, you know, at least in week 3 last time we got this team on. But pulling out the Sojourn here today. We're going to get our first cap out of alternate Pytel. Still mad at myself I didn't get the ducky emote done before this match. Rexer with mines ready to go. We also got well, I mean, there was a sound barrier, but now it's fallen by the wayside. Gatos is going to go and invest theirs in, mines in behind the amplification matrix, and Time Biscuit just cannot get out of there. Groka trying to hold the bridge. Cheeseburger, there you go. Just a little back and forth there for Groka. FACEIT coming in with a sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you. 2 months in the row there from FACEIT. Says Pytel my goats. Oh, Cheeseburger somehow gets pulsed with the shield right there. Galwin unleashes the OC to find T-Biscuit out of this fight. T-Biscuit. And it looks like captain of the squad might just be able to get this one back. I mean, you still have Groka and Katos here. Both are extremely low on health. 18 health remaining there for Katos. They get the point to 80%. And you know what? T-Biscuit and Cheeseburger and Days are back here to stall it out some more. Even able to trade out Vey on this point. You get it up past 90%. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. Support ultimates versus an overclock out of Dazed. Teleport over to T-House. That OC is immediately popped. Rexer has the nano boost, trying to go into the back line, but Growlithe got way too close for comfort. Trying to push up to support their tank. They put themselves right in the line of fire. Shatter comes in. Ooh, the Wrecking Ball saved by the sound barrier. Vey is able to get that down just in the nick of time. Ideal if they could get a kill with it as well, but you know what? Just surviving the shatter is good. Pulse Bomb lands on the shield, and Groka's able to block that second one, not allowing Cheeseburger to suffer the same fate they did before. Ant Matrix up here from Time Biscuit, but unfortunately they do fall to one of those mines. So a broken Pytel trying to hang on to this point. Sound barrier invested here on the back end out of Katos. Only hits 3, but it's enough to keep Groka at least standing for now. Barry Allen going in to see if they can change that fact. Blink in, and Vey coming on the backside to succeed in taking down the Reinhardt. Time Biscuit in a lot of trouble on the south side, trying to shield dance. Won't be enough. Barry Allen with 9 health, though, and Cheeseburger's still alive and well. Return from Rexer. See if they can flip this thing over. 94-99 on this point, but the Symmetra will get the last laugh, so it seems, as Growlithe ends up in the pond with the fishies. Wrecking Ball coming back here from Groka just to make sure and take this 100-94. What a great opener. Holy cow! Whoa! Whoa! What happened what happened to that crazy final fight? Trash Panda, thank you so much for the 5 gifties. Oh, thank you so much. We are doing fantastic, FACEIT. I'm feeling so good today. I just woke up with the best mood. Just happy to be here, you know, just happy to be here. Thank you so much for the gifties, Trash Panda. That's amazing. All right, Groka coming in with the Margaret heading into the control center. Rexer making a complete change. Everybody but Gowan kind of swapping over to a new hero, try to fight it out in this brawl comp, but these kind of brawly compositions is Pytel's bread and butter. So it feels like Eryon just kind of opting into exactly what Pytel wanted to play, right? Oh, Avril's a long-time GOAT. I've been watching Avril for a long, long time. Avril and Pixie. How Pixie never got picked up. I mean, actually, I understand how Pixie never got picked up, but it's a shame. Pixie is such an amazing caster. Has so much individuality and personality, but also very much had like a just don't give a frick kind of attitude. No, Avril's old school GOAT has worked very hard for Overwatch esports for a very long time. Barry Allen with an opening pick. Gowan with the overclock. Photon barrier up. Try to see if it can neuter this ultimate a little bit. But Gowan's still got plenty to go around. Kados eats a shot, but Dazed answers back the other direction. Ooh, and look at that gun. Oh, how pretty is that? It's the first galactic weapon I think I've seen here in FACEIT. That is sick looking. All right, let's lock in. Groka way ahead here in the cage fight. You do have a couple of support ults, though, to try to keep Rexer alive should this cage come down. They don't come in time. Vay does invest the sound barrier, but it's too late to save Rexer. Now, you do get a trade on the other side, trying to eliminate some supports, but Daze sitting on outside of this cage is able to pick up multiples with that overclock. A late tectonic shock from Barry Allen here in a 99-0 situation. But it's not going to be enough for Eryon to get back into this. Groka and the rest of Pytel will take map 1. Oh, wow, these teams are going quick. There's some stats from map 1 for you. Days coming off the bench, leading the server in damage. 24 and 5, leading in elims as well. Staying in here for map number 2 as we head over into Blizzard World. This is going to be a Pytel map pick as well. It was a Numbani ban from Eryon. The Tor ban stays. Wrecking Ball ban out of Pytel. Okay, a little bit of a different look here. So we're going to get the... I mean, Cheeseburger is sticking with the sim, but it's in a hazard composition. So, what an interesting turn. Obviously, the Cheeseburger would rather play the Torb here, but that Torb ban has kind of forced their hand. So far, defense of Eryon's going to find a couple of early picks, and Groken gets caught out in the middle. Growlithe leading the server in ult charge here. Already has over halfway, or has already built up over halfway towards that that nano boost. Back up on Griffin. Rexer gets a wall up, trying to prevent a little healing. Groka is low. It does force Groka to fall back. Teleport onto the backline. Oh, yeah, you bet. What an ambush. Groka immediately finds two up off this top high ground. Dropped down low. Pytel now just looking to anchor the cart. Kitsune Rush thrown in for T-Biscuit here. Gets the shot on Rexer up top for the final blow. And that should just be the cap. I do love the death animation from this gun. It's my favorite part, is when they just kind of explode into flower petals. Now looking at a high ground defense here from the hazard comp of Eryon. Nano boost onto Barry Allen. Blade comes out. Ooh, it's an airborne Days Reox. And a vulnerable T-Biscuit. Both fall to the blade. And even with the bomb out, there's no chance for this attacking team. Mr. Butler just doing a little cleanup. I think Bob was just kind of dusting off the objective a little bit, Didn't have much more punching power other than a feather duster. Goblet's gonna pop the OC from up on high. Suzu using a good disengage. They're out of Pytel. They just back right on up out of that ultimate. Downpour looks good though. Ooh, the wall. Days gets caught on top of it. It just set on a pedestal. Easy pickings there for Rexer. Two picked up on the downpour. The follow-up is good. The defense holds yet again. Still over 3 minutes left to go. I also love the Winton with the heart. That is too adorable. I don't know why I just noticed that. It's been there for a minute. But, yeah, it just popped out of me. There's a teleport to this right-hand side. Fortunately for Eryon, they're able to make the raid, rotate back to the high ground. Photon barrier now thrown over this point. Groka moving in on the high ground, drops the downpour, catches EA out of the sky. Oh, I think EA thought about going for the sound barrier there. Fortunately, thought better of it, and they're able to hold on to it for another fight. Gross with the Kitsune Rush down low. Rexer low on health, but so is the entirety of Pytel. Gowan moves in to finish him off. And look at all the assists showing up in that feed. Everybody from Eryon getting involved. Great back half of the fight from them. Beautifully timed Kitsune Rush. The ebb and flow has been so good from both of these squads. Where you see Pytel was able to disengage from, the initial overclock. They do the nice rotation around to the backside, but then Eryon are able to disengage from that. The teleporter's actually kind of moving back and forth on the AA gun. That's funny. Sound barrier in from Kados. They're just kind of dull the blade. Galwin's going to respond with a late one of their own, and the defense continues to try to push forward. Groka blocking, but Galwin has the line of sight there. The sight line, should I say. That's a beautiful shot. Finish off the tank. The defense once again pressing the issue all the way to the spawn doors here of Groka and Pytel. There's a bit of a back cap going on. While this distraction was happening, Pytel was hoping to get something done on the front line, but Rexer still looking at full strength. Even with a Kitsune rush here, the defense does not seem too bothered. Less than a minute remaining. Rexer leaps to the high ground. Here comes Roka trying to challenge. Day's putting a bunch of damage up top and has managed to build up towards their OC. But Cheeseburger isolated off on that far side, trying to regroup with the rest of the team. Gets completely outnumbered, mismatch in that hallway. And it's a +1 to this defense. 30 seconds to go. Kitsune rush and overclock available for this defense as well. Time is getting nowhere close to that ultimate. Really up to Dazed. Perhaps a good downpour out of Groka could open up this point. Both overclocks are now unleashed. There comes that downpour. Don't think it... I'm not sure the downpour caught Galwin. They're still holding down Main Street. Good shot on Nakatos. And I think Eryon might have just shut Pytel down on this one. Kitsune Rush fades on the point. Groka's still here, but Cheeseburger is down. And that will be the hold. I like how everybody looked into the room there. Like, they knew the camera was there. Like, everybody looked to the right and, like, faced camera. That was kind of funny.
Just one more mission.
Pytel not even attempting to try to make a move on Griffin. Keep this back line safe and keep Groka within peeling distance of that back line. Full left-hand push so far out of Eryon. Velo. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Vipera 3-0'd EMEA. GG's. GG's indeed. Oh, my goodness. What an upset. They are feeling good, Vipera. Man, really making a strong push. Really making a statement on that one. Let's go. Let's go. Congrats, ref. One and done here for Eryon on point A. They're going to have 5.5 minutes heading to point B. They don't even have to finish the objective to get the win. Groka looking a little alone up here. Let's see, you do have Cheeseburgers. Gone over to the May. Another one of, you know, these kind of niche heroes in the pocket of Cheeseburger. I mean, May's not super niche, but in a hazard comp, yeah, I think it fits the bill. Razor taking a lot of pressure, not able to get heals because of that great wall there out of Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger 90% towards his first Blizzard, and on this corner could be nasty. What a shot to catch Barry Allen on that jump. Quick reflexes out of Groka to hit that flick. Oh, Rav redeems that joke. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, these matches, these maps are going so fast. May have to remind me at the end, all right? I don't know that I'm gonna have time between maps. A lot of ultimates online here for Eryon, and they're gonna open up with this Kitsune Rush. Rexer immediately moves into Mega Room to pick up a pair of kills. Barry Allen goes dashing in, and Groka just die on cart call. Days and Time Biscuit still hanging out in dangerous territory here, and Barry Allen would love to get some good headshots, see if they could dash in and find the kill, but don't want to overextend. Beat Blade coming in. Downpour thrown in from Rexer as well. Rally from... Oh, man, there was a lot of ultimates thrown in that. There were 4 ultimates thrown in simultaneously. They're out of Pytel, and Daze is able to pick up a pair of kills with them. Looked like Rexer got frozen in the Blizzard. Perhaps Growlithe as well. An 8-ult fight goes the way of the defenders. Pytel, hang on. 2 minutes eating off that 5.5 time bank. They forfeited Rab as a noob? Oh. I mean, that... I mean, I was about to say that was fast, considering the match was supposed to start 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Well, I don't feel so bad about not... See, it was all serendipitous. I don't feel so bad about not getting that one on stream. I'm Traz. Thanks for the follow. Another minute eating off this clock. Just good high ground defense. Pytel not giving an inch. Interesting drop there from Groka. Okay. Yeah, immediately heads back up to the top. Nat, thank you for the follow as well. Rexer dancing around some walls here. Great, Suzu. Oh, but yay, Vay gets caught in that downpour up top. And despite the Kitsune rush, it looks like Pytel will overcome here in the middle. I say that. Barry Allen manages to pick up one up top. Growlithe is swift step in to rejoin Gawain and Barry Allen, but both of them have been taken down now. And it's a swift step out. Oh, it was close. There was a moment there I thought Gawain might be able to really leverage that in some high ground control. Pytel are looking quite good. Hard to argue with that, hard. They've already eaten 4 minutes off this time bank. We're coming up on another big ult fight. They have the advantage as far as the macro is concerned. Nano boost thrown on to Groka here. Immediately rally up on the high ground, but Kados gets brought down by Rexer. Eryon pulls out the katana, goes through Time Biscuit. Another slash will take care of Daze. There it is. Oh. Oh, well. Anticlimactic finish from the great blade. They're out of Barry Allen. And look at that. Look, they're already out. The players are already in the next map. That's how we are moving. Like, can we look at stats for at least a brief second? Give me a moment to put the point on the board. Meant to follow ages ago, keep forgetting. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you're here now. No worries. Oh, I love my bow emotes. I also love my Winston emote. We have stepped up the emote game this year. We really have. We really have. You know, we're coming to 2025 swinging. Eryon came through map 2 swinging. Hey, and you know what? For all of their Russian, they're taking on. We haven't gotten everybody in the lobby yet, so we do have a moment here to peruse some stats. And pretty one-sided. After what was a very close opening round on Lijiang. Yeah, I mean, you know, team fights look pretty darn even across the board. Days coming up again with most damage and most elims there at map 1. Is kept a little quieter. Has most damage on the team, but Captain Galwa there on the other side will lead the server both in overall damage and elims. Almost fewest deaths. Almost fewest deaths. What was it? Gralis? Maybe it's 2 A's. I'm guessing there's a syllable break there. Gralis. Gralis had the fewest deaths in the lobby there with 3. Oh no, lobby music kind of cut dead in here. Let's get some background music going. Headed to map 3. No ban here for push. Esperanca pick out of Eryon. Once again, sticking with that Torbjorn ban and a Wrecking Ball ban coming out. I think our teams are even staying on the same sides. Yeah. So, sides and bans are going to be the same coming into this next map. Oh, joke now. Joke now. Good call. We can joke now. There's one for you. Why do you rarely see penguins in England? Why don't you ever see penguins in the UK? Because they're scared of whales. All right, let's get into map 3. Day staying in here for Pytel. We head into Esperanca all locked up. Pytel going back into this Mog Cup. Rexer and Eryon sticking with the hazard composition that worked for him so well there on Blizzard World. Big loop around the tower. Immediately trying to attack into the back line. Picking up Cheeseburger right out of the gate, but it's a lot of low health bars there for Eryon. Growlithe is able to at least get the tank top back up. There we go. Some heals in Barry Allen's direction. Come back in for another re-engage for this 5v4. Trying to focus Daze down in the back line. Galwin lands the shot. Great call out. Great focus fire there out of Eryon as they have patiently just worked their way through this first fight. They'll systematically take it down. Flawlessly getting control of the spot here to start things off. Magic, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. teleport, fake out, and then run through the window, but Groko just takes too much damage. Going on that high ground, it was just open season. Such a large target there for a Sojourn. You know, Daze and Kato's able to trade back out, though. Ooh, Time Biscuit with the moves. Dances and dodges with 28 health to stay alive and keep Dazed in this fight as well, who turned around to get a kill onto Barry Allen. Now, checkpoint picked up here from Eryon, and they're just going to nope out after that. Wait, there's penguins in the Galapagos Islands? I didn't know that, Maddie. Yeah, good penguin joke. Thank you, Rap. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hard to beat a good penguin joke. It's not my favorite penguin joke, but it's a good one. It's a good one. It's gonna be a big old fight. It's gonna be a big rock show here. This next encounter. Pytel definitely want to pick up that checkpoint, that lead. Orbital photon barrier out of Pytel. Groko held in place by the downpour for the moment with a continuing rush to bolster Eryon. But the sound barrier from Katos has allowed for them to muscle through the extra speed of the Fox. They have now grabbed this checkpoint, and we are tied up at 53.55 apiece. Groko with a late kill on Negralis will give the lead over to Pytel. Honestly, not as big an old fight as I expected. Ooh, that's a big opening pick. Cheeseburger. How'd you pick that one up? Good teleport into the back line. Barry Allen not caught in this cage, but Rexer surely is. There's the overrun. Gets the critical on the overrun as well. Barry Allen not getting out of that window. Oh, beautifully able to dance around the cooldowns, just getting the right amount of distance out of the deflect so they could dash away and return into this fight. Rexer returning on an Orisa as well. Gowan has decided it's go time. He's had enough of Pytel hanging out in their back line. Finds Day with the overclock dazed. Ooh, Spitfire Symmetra looks really good. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it looks better when it's standing. And with that pick, Eryon are going to get a lot of progress. There's not even going to be a chance here for Pytel to put up a window defense or, you know, try to hold that street, the checkpoint street. They're just going to try to set up for a yellow bus here. What do we got to work with? Orbital, Photon Barrier coming up on live, and that's Barry Allen with a nano boost. Can they get work done through this orbital ray? I think the ray has passed days over. Barry Allen trying to hang out behind it, see if they can get a kill. Does pick up one, but that's going to be the only one for Eryon in that fight. Growlis. Okay, Growlis making a liar out of me. Gets a trade in a 1v5 with Cheeseburger. I guess a 1v4. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it. It's in my notes. It's in my notes, Panda. I almost called you Penguin. Trash Penguin's actually kind of a funny name. It's your alter ego. If you ever need to make an alt account, may I recommend Trash Penguin? It's a dazed overclock. Ooh! Rexer gets caught. Rexer, how do you get caught in that? Forced down from Groko. You saw Groko fall from the high ground. Perhaps put the Orisa into a bad spot. Now dazed with high ground of their own. Let's go check in on Cheeseburger, who's teleported up into the front line. Below Groko. just bait in Barry Allen. Barry Allen turned that corner and had all 5 guns pointed in their direction. 6 guns, I guess. Grooka has 2. The teleport out from Cheeseburger. The sound barrier lands just in time. There's a huge bio-name out of Corrales with Rexer getting a nano boost. We still have 3 minutes to go in this map. Definitely time to swing this back if Eryon can survive the cage fight. Rexer not able to get out in time. The Fortify comes up just a touch too late. My camera is stuck inside the house. Sorry about that. Groka not dissuaded by the anti-nade. Then continues to slam forward. Growl is trying to come in for a last-second stall. Buys just enough time for Rexer to get back on this point. The orbital ray getting away from Pytel here, but just too much damage. Pytel will complete Esperanca to take the 2-1 lead in the series. All right, no wasted time on this one. All right, Suravasa is a Pytel map pick. Any change in bands here? Nope, same bands. All right, let's get into map 4. Groot? Groot is your... That's funny. Especially as a 2020, you know. Long before Marvel Rivals was a thing. You were Groot. You are Groot. Ooh. Now for something completely different. We get the Chocolate Queen coming in out of Rexer. Oh. You know, if you had had the perk where you get instant life back from your Carnage, you'd been okay. Unfortunately, it's first fight. Oh, good shot. Kept going. Will not be outdone. It's not going to go down that easy. Rocking the Overwatch League skin and the Emerald gun. Good combo. I like it. The orange and green always looks good together. Gorko with a short-range overrun. Oh, just locked in, Rex. I think got the critical on the overrun and the subsequent fire coming in afterwards. Volley of shots. Yeah, this is a wild, broken fight. Cheeseburger's chased remaining players of Eryon all the way to the outside. 74% on the board. This could just be the cap. Let's... Bade trying to get in and get the touch. Oh, gets booped off. Does Rexer make it on? Yes, Rexer does make it on. He's taking a lot of damage. Susie to keep him alive. Kitsune Rush comes in on the back end. Growl is doing their best to see if they can help Rexer survive. Unfortunately, they cannot. Barry Allen, 95 to a blade in a 99 situation. Somebody's got to stay on this point, and Rexer doing their damnedest to do so. Barry Allen's finally able to pull out that katana. A couple of slashes on to Daze will send them down. Sound barrier has been invested from Pytel, though. Groka's able to find 2 on the back end of the fight, and that's enough to take the point. Rexer comes off of the Junker Queen. Moves on to Amalga. Actually, gone on to a Hazard for that very final fight, and now on to Amalga. Cage shot out from Groka. Keep an eye on Daze with this overclock on the outside. Has just been the X factor through a lot of these cage fight engagements, but not. Ooh, there, they eventually will get it done. Took a little longer than the initial cage fight, but the amount of damage put in, plus the photon barrier protecting a counterpunch, makes it a clean fight win there for Pytel. Although 44% picked up here from Eryon. Eryon denial. It's Eryon denial, not anyway. That sounded dangerously close to a word I did not mean whatsoever. Gralis with the Concerted Rush coming back in. You're gonna have double support ult available for Pytel though. And just as map 2 is super important in any best of 5 series, this second flashpoint super important here in Suravasa. Try to see if Eryon can tie it back up. Gowan turns the corner, finds that kill on a Cheeseburger. Try to get out in time, but Gowan is able to secure it just before Cheeseburger gets into the portal. Kato's now with a Sim Barrier to come back in. Burial it, cut down. And it looks like Pytel will hold on as Kato's fights too here at the end of the fight. I can't get a good POV to save my life, but that's okay. Gorela's kind of late coming back into this fight. It was a late death, so it does give a clean defender's advantage here for Pytel on this point. They look to secure this series. Just one more flashpoint needed. Rexer has the early cage fight. They was going to go and throw that down immediately. Barry Allen trying to get into it with the katana. There was a nade thrown in from Gralis as well. And that is going to secure this. So, nice little 1-2 combo out of Rexer and Barry Allen. And it's enough for Eryon to find first point here. Or first cap here, rather. Little contender skin out of Barry Allen. Eryon trying to just run past and make it go at the point. They use the sound barrier there to cover it. Cage fight now thrown in from Groka. Barry Allen at 1 health gets focused down. Galwin not faring much better. And it ends up being an enormous cage fight there out of Groka to secure this one. Take this point back for Pytel. No ultimates for Eryon to work with. You have to get it done in the neutral. Really up to Galwin, I think. Line up a good shot here. Do enough damage to Groka to just kind of force the team out. But the orbital ray will top Groka back up. Good bio nade means it takes a little bit longer than I think they would like. But Dazed is following in tow with just damage in spades. Oh, lines up Galwin for that beautiful shot. And that one could be the dagger. Late kill like that could be demoralizing with only 30% left needed for Pytel to close out this series.
This ends now.
Nade thrown in, hit 2. Overclock out from Galwin. leading the charge out in front of the Amarga to try to find that pick. Force to loop back around to the other side. Sleep lands on to Groka. Sound barrier invested here from Pytel. Cage fight out of Rexer has got Groka as well as Kados in it. They're going to take Groka down. Both of them will fall. Big slam lands on to Cheeseburger. And Eryon, in a desperate moment, able to clutch it up with a wonderful cage fight. Gowan returns on the Tracer, makes sure to get back in time, and Vey comes up with another pair of final blows to close it out. So Eryon hanging on by a thread here in Suravasa. Now have some ultimates to work with. Remember, I mean, they came into that pretty much neutral. Rexer is able to build up towards that cage fight. We do get a teleport from Cheeseburger, moving on to the point. The stun lands. Blade out from Barry Allen, bolstered by a nano. Finds Kados immediately. And Eryon do, in fact, put a point on the board here in Suravasa. We're headed to the other side of the map for sure. Temple or Ruins? Temple it is. Oh, Kados. Kados got greedy. Kados got greedy. Went for that boop. Perhaps knew the boop was the only way they were going to have any space to get back. You know, but perhaps knew better than I did. It looked like they moved forward when they should have been disengaging. This is going to get leveraged into another Eryon fight win. I have never played Stardew Valley. I've heard nothing but greatness. I've never played it. Keep an eye for this cage fight from Groka. I think Rexer is trying to bait it out. Teleport up to the high ground. Oh, look at the loop-de-doop out of Pytel. It's actually Rexer's cage fight's the first thrown in. Gowan puts the pulse and the sound barrier invested here from Eryon, trying to pursue into the back line. Cheeseburger at half health, able to teleport to the other side while Daze invests in OC and finds Rexer with it. Jump slide, gets a good shot down on the growl. This is the easy finish. Pytel with a good fight win here. Flawless one at that. I said it was flawless. Maybe there was one casualty. I'm not seeing... There's Kados. That's right. Kados did die in the fight, so it wasn't quite flawless. Vanabus on to Rexer. Running back onto this point. So even with Barry Allen having the blade, and we've seen them nano the Genji quite a few times here today, but the nano onto Rexer works, forces Pytel out. And they get the one kill they need, force the rotation. One more fight win out of Eryon will force us to a 5th flashpoint here. Fake teleporter thrown on top of the roof. Gowan moving in down low, kind of hunting the squad as they rotate out towards coast. Barry Allen there in the chase as well. Looks like the Dragon Blade just a bit of a red herring here in this fight. We're headed to a 5th and final flashpoint. It'll be on Ruins. Gowan playing in deep, trying to work with this pulse. Barry Allen manages to find the other support, so one DPS aside to each support. Barely Allen secure their target. Big Bionade lands on to Dazed, and there's Gowan with the hunt down. +2 here to Eryon. Momentarily equalized as Time Biscuit puts in a good headshot there with the kunai. Cheeseburger coming down the stairs. Groka comes through the side entrance. Rexer just tries to escape it all. Runs up to the top of the stairwell, drops a cage fight down, picks up Daze. think Tybuskit was able to swift step out. Yep, is down low, but Cheeseburger's got 1 health, gets ran over. Orbital Red comes in, late from Pytel to try to swing this fight around. Nanobu's thrown onto Rexer once again. Batters down Kados with that big old cha-cha. Goes and smacks Groka a couple times with it as well. Groka, just a die on cart call out of Pytel as we get the flip here on this 5th flashpoint. %50 of the board from Eryon as they're looking to force this map 5. They've got 2 ultimates to work with. 3 on the other side. Dazed has been a monster all series long. Gowan lurking in the back line. Dazed drops the overclock and moves directly onto the point. Kitsune Rush tossed in from Pytel as well. Gowan still hasn't found an opportunity to throw in that pulse. Recall forced out. Dazed does not find anything with the OC, but finds Vey after the fact, who is holding a sound barrier. Good couple of kills coming out from Dazed, and there's that server admin mentality I was talking about. Fantastic fight there out of Groka and, out of Pytel. I'm just going to call it, there's Team Groka now, apparently. Sound barrier and blade here out of Eryon, but Barry Allen immediately falls. I think got 1 swipe of the blade in, and Groka gets both supports with 1 overrun. Oh my. That could just be the series right there. It was so close for Eryon, but they just get demolished there in that final fight. It's going to be tough to get a touch. You can hear Vey ward back in. 95%. It was actually Barry Allen who makes it onto the point. As Vey is used to go taxi everybody else in, trying to get 1 good solid fight. No ultimates available for either squad just yet. Cheeseburger will have the first one online here with this photon barrier. A chase to Vey, pushing him up the stairwell. Gowan comes in to try to back him up. Photon barrier thrown on the point, and attention turned to Rexer. Vey is able to get that kill on a Daze. It's a 4v3, favoring Pytel on this point. Barry Allen goes dashing into the back line, trying to find something, but Gralis is down. Just not enough sustain, not enough health bars to go around. Pytel close it out in 4. GG's in chat. Eryon almost brought it back. Did such a good job. Down 0-2. They swing it, force a 5th flashpoint, and we're 1 team fight away from forcing a map 5. But 2 brilliant back-to-back fight wins. They're out of Pytel. Let's take a look at some stats. A very, very close map 4. Days once again back on top as far as DPS. Groka actually leading the server in damage. Also, 41 aliens. My goodness. Groka with an S tier performance there on Suravasa. I almost called it Esperanca. That was map 3. Fantastic series overall. Take a look back. Our first look at Dazed here today, and Dazed put on a hell of a show. Leading the server in damage for 2 of the 4 maps. Darn close to it there in Suravasa. Less than 1,000 points behind their tank in damage, and outpaced the DPS, the rest of the DPS in the lobby, including Cheeseburger, by a considerable amount. Although with the Sojourn to the Symmetra, no big surprise in this composition. But still, I mean, Dazed was just an outstanding series for our first look at him here today. Ongoing matches we have right now. Looks like Power Clappers and Lucky Cat still going. Oh, that's just started. They just started. I guess they got pushed back an hour. Super shot of the 3-0 over MS Paintry. No surprises. Velto may have drawn. Good guys all take their 3-0s as expected. There's that 23-minute match where Vipera just stomped an EMEA. It wasn't a forfeit. No. It was a 23-minute stomp there out of Vipera. Groka Pytel looking so strong. Kieran come out with a 3-0. Moss come out with a 3-0. That was yesterday, actually. All right, let's see how our standings shake up after week 6. Because this is pretty much everybody's done with week 6. Everybody should have 12 matches. There may be a couple of makeup matches here, but almost everybody's going to have 12 matches played. Well, I say that. You got Anime, Quick, Kieran, still at 11, rounding out that top 8. And then a few more as we get down the board. But, oops, hey, wait, whoa. I wasn't done with you yet. Come back here, standings. All right, Pytel moving to 6-6. Now sitting at a dead even 500 in 11th place. I believe top 16 will make playoffs. So just looking to stay above that line. Where's Eryon? Eryon also moving to 6-6. That's right. Eryon was 6-5 coming into this. So with this win, Pytel, just put themselves neck and neck here with Eryon. You would think, well, bushel scores and all that, but they are both now locked in here. What a good win there from Pytel. I think this could be an important one. This is an important dub towards them making playoffs. As we look, they're going to have Skill Issue and OG Realm next week, so definitely both winnable. Both of them are a little bit lower in the standings, right? Not too much. You don't have to go too far. But, neither of them have 500 records. Pytel definitely above them in the standings, so definitely looking winnable there for Pytel for their moving into week 7 and beyond. We have 3 matches up here. Are these the last 3 matches? Oh no, this is just week 7. We don't have week 8 posted here yet. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay. Look over at Eryon's. Show me season 4. Let's look at Eryon's schedule here. What do they got remaining? At least what do they got listed? You got Dragon Vanguard and Spherical Nuts coming up. So once again, both very winnable. Dragon Vanguard's 3-8, Spherical Nuts 3-9. So both very winnable for Eryon. So both these teams, they're not facing super top tier opponents in week 7. Should be able to hold on to this top 12 kind of slot right now, and then head into the final week with good positioning to make it into the postseason. Oh my God, this song is awful. Very quick look at schedule here for the rest of the week. I don't know what I'm going to get for tonight. Heatwave versus Wizard Cats is going to be a banger match. That's been moved to Sunday. I'm going to find something else to get for you tonight. But for EMEA for the rest of the week, we got nothing but Master Division coming on for tomorrow and Friday. Quick Esports taking on Incendia here for your Master Thursday matchup tomorrow. D'Ampero versus SRP Check there on Friday. Should be a couple good ones. Hope to see y'all back here then. But it's all I'm going to have for you for now. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you so much. Let's keep supporting Tier 2, Tier 3. Appreciate all the follows and everything. Really does mean the world. Thank you. Stay hydrated. Be awesome humans to each other. Be kind people. Be nice people. And I will see you back here for a little bit of FACEIT League later on for NA. Yeah, not the cleanest closeout I've ever had, but it'll do. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye, friends.